also what you will see, and this is a tale that's old as time. People who have not earned wealth, usually they squander it. Usually they don't appreciate it, and usually they wind up worse off than if they had earned it.
Yep.
So you gave money, extra money, to a person who has done nothing to earn it. And even earning it could have been just being a good daughter
Yeah.
and loving your dad. But she didn't even do that to earn it. He gave it to her. Usually people who don't earn their money or their status or their wealth or whatever it is, usually don't appreciate it and they squander it. And it makes them worse people. You know, they say the worst people, the people's conduct and their behavior. And as you can see, she got the money and then started slandering and talking bad about her father, the one who gave her the money, online. Money usually exacerbates and brings out people's true character. So it didn't help her. And, it didn't help him and it didn't help her. So I think it's a big mistake that he made.
Yep. I think another part as well, like I mentioned about like, you're still a parent. So if we can bring this down to to our level, right? To the common person's level, we're never, it'd be nice to be a person that makes enough money that has to pay almost $1 million in child support, but we're not at that level, right? So say for instance, an adult kid, 20 something, that when they were a teenager, they decided, hey, Abu, I don't want you in my life no more. I don't want anything to do with you. They show up several years later and say, hey, can I borrow $10,000 to buy a car? Or a situation, basically kid wants money. You can help them out. And it's something maybe you can afford, right? But as a parent, you have to ask yourself, okay, when I give them this money, what am I actually teaching them? What am I teaching them about the value of a child-parent relationship? What am I teaching them about relationships, period? What am I teaching them about integrity? And all these different questions you can ask yourself, like, what is the lesson this child is learning by just showing up out of the blue, thinking they can just ask me money, someone who they cut out their life for no good reason, and I'm just going to give them money. As soon as you give them money, you're training them, you're teaching them, oh, this works. I can do this. It's much like, I hate to say it, like a crackhead, right? I'm just going to give it to them this time. Yeah, they're going to, I'm going to go to the rehab. I promise next time. They never go. The next thing you know, what? They're in your house stealing all your goods, right? It's like but that's exactly what it is. And so what he could have done better, and you mentioned it, is, okay, maybe if you did have this urge, like, okay, I want to give her more, but her having money is not the real issue. The real issue from a father's aspect is that your daughter's a piece of crap, right? From the raising of her mother, obviously, because you're out her life. So all the credit goes to her mother. So your daughter's a piece of crap. She's willing to go just talk trash about her parents, right? Online. And so your hope is, as a father, should be like, okay, I don't want my daughter to be a piece of crap. I want her to be a better human being. So maybe there's something you could have tied into, like give her a hint, like, hey, I paid the child support court order, but I'm willing to help you out and help you in your life. And I want to be involved, and I'll give her some hints as to like, hey, if you are a good daughter, guess what? You're set for life. And then maybe something will snap out of greed or whatever, that actually she does start getting involved in your life. And maybe you can actually combat all those years of alienation and actually get your daughter in your life and actually help her be a decent human being without giving her any money. And then in the end, you know what? Maybe she's, whatever her name is, daughter David Goggins, and she continues her empire online and running for 1,000 miles nonstop. Like, who knows? But instead, you just be, oh yeah, maybe this will just buy her and get her to come. No, it doesn't work that way. Just like Mubarak said.
I mean, he could have even, put that money in some sort of investment or something if he really just wanted to do it, but to help her, or because because obviously it's his daughter, so he has some sort of emotional connection and they share blood. She came from him, but invested in something, buy some stock. I don't know.
Work on a grandkid. Say, hey, I started a trust fund for my grandkids.
Yeah.
If they're involved in my life.
Yep. Skip a level
Yep.
and, go down, for the kids or something. It's just a cautionary tale.